All right, welcome back. I live totally fine. Did get a little sick shortly after landing, and I've been dealing with that, of course, with a wide range of other things. My stuff still a couple blocks down the street in storage. Have not yet addressed that. Um, I have renewed my passport online. That's a new thing that the government is offering. That is, that's nice. I was able to take advantage of that. Um, Other stuff, pretty much what you would expect after traveling a year. What to do now? Pretty much need a car if that's indeed what I'm going to do. Need an apartment. Uh, However, I'd I have no plans to really do anything else. At least immediately, nothing's coming to mind. Um, I did like my apartment. I don't know if I will get another one. It's certainly something that I'm thinking a lot about currently. If anything, I guess my immediate goal is to just kind of get beyond the holidays here a little bit, which should be over shortly. 2023, looking back at 2022, certainly a lot of travel. So there's that. I apologize if I'm coming off a little sick still. I wanted to release a video, but as you can kind of tell, my voice and just kind of would be unpleasant to listen to me. More unpleasant than even usual. So there's that. Um, People ask me about Tijuana. Uh, I'm a pretty, I like Tijuana a lot. I like Baja, Mexico a lot. I definitely don't want to discourage anybody from going down there. However, I just don't feel that the draw to come down there is much anymore. Las Vegas, um, again, Las Vegas is kind of the same thing. Been there, done that. Wow. I feel a little better until I start talking, of course. Um, Vegas is kind of the same thing. Been there, done that. Um, Maybe I feel a little bit, if anything, if you could pull anything out of the situation, I am maybe kind of looking at something different and just again pull out something, maybe Florida. So there's that. However, still, mm, only an outside chance. I'm just talking for video's sake. Next thing, I have considered changing locations as well. And of course, struggling with the idea of if I should actually pony up the money and get a car. I do take a lot of Ubers, looking at that cost. Even I found there at the end of the ownership of my car, I was grateful for the service, of course, being on 2 feet and being a pedestrian. Um, the cost of car ownership was pretty questionable. I mean, insurance is pretty high. My insurance is pretty low. I don't really have any tickets or accidents or anything like that. So my insurance is, pretty on the low end. Still, it's pretty high. Gasoline, repairs. One thing is for sure. It does seem that the cost for vehicles is up a little bit. Um, But it's interesting that seems to be getting harder and harder to find a decent car for a good value. I will say that about the cost increase, but yeah, it's really up in the air whether to get a car. Um, but the Uber's been just about what I needed. The other thing about a car that would be helpful is that I'd be able to utilize some of the stuff in my storage a little more, as what I anticipated. I do have a position on the people that sell everything and travel and stuff like that. My my response is you will return at some point. I was many situations I felt like, oh, I found it, when indeed, at some point, if you live the lifestyle, at some point you return. Of course, the ongoing monthly cost to store things, uh, definitely makes it, whether it's worth it or not. But if I get an apartment, it'll certainly be worth it. But if I leave the area, the chances are I'll probably need to be a little more mobile. I do have some ideas and goals that I want to accomplish more. There is that as well. Again, it may lead me out of the area. The El Paso's still pretty good and still very inexpensive, but I would say in general that I'd probably look at some other place. But the apartments here are also really cheap. But the main thing for me is going to be lease. Don't have any future plans. Certainly don't want to have a lease standing in my way. If October of next year, I would, like to take off again, then have to deal with the lease. Let's see, 2023, 2022, pretty good year. Of course, in the Philippines most of the year. We'll see how that goes. The thing that really the Philippines offered was really low cost of living. I do like low cost of living in general. So, what will I do to kind of try to meet that? I don't know. I would say the major, and just kind of addressing the questions that I get, the major drawback is time zone for Asia, without a doubt. Just thinking over all the questions, lots of questions over the last couple weeks here, especially with me coming home. Let's see. Will the video poker videos return? Maybe. I do have a lot of video poker videos that are going to make their way onto the channel at some point. Posted one the other day, just kind of another short, and yeah, they'll make their way onto the channel at some point. Also, I still have a good amount of travel videos, so those two will probably make it there too. But been getting some good sleep. That's been my major complaint. I definitely did not get much sleep traveling all the way over there. again, constantly on that time zone. But the return, for the most part, was pretty good. Was able to navigate my way over here, get stabilized, and recover. So I feel pretty good about that. Wanted to kind of get out a little bit before the holiday, do some shopping, but I may not be able to do that. Laundry, gotta do some laundry. Haven't done much laundry, been sick. But like I said, pretty much what you'd expect from this situation. I do have, again, I don't know if I mentioned it, I do have about 10 days behind me in the renewal. So at least I have a good amount of that time chipped away. And, I don't know if I'm going to be in this exact place the next month, but my plan really was to maybe stay in one place past the beginning of the year. Anyway, I think that's pretty much everything. Thank you all for your emails. I appreciate it. It's been, a lot of people watch. Not as many as most, but a lot of people watch, and picked up a lot of friends along the way. And I will say this also, I was a little bit disappointed to leave the Philippines. I was hoping to go a few more places. I had a few more plans. But things are definitely not over. Without a doubt. I will still be trying to address the question to lower my expenses while, trying to do my best to, I don't know, just kind of navigate the world, right? Anyway, I guess that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I'd probably make another video or not, but Merry Christmas, and if I don't see you, Happy New Year's.